I didn't get my wedding ring.
Oh,
Sorry, forgot my wedding ring.
How do you always forget? Hello.
What's up? You like caught us mid conversation there.
I was
I'm a
just
busy
asking
boy.
if he remembered to put on his wedding ring this morning, because
I'm a-
I remembered for me this morning. See,
I'm a busy boy.
I'm a busy woman.
I'm just saying, I needed to take it off to
Excuses.
do the dishes and
Mhm.
other things.
Mm-hmm.
Clean, as it were.
Excuses.
Yeah.
Excuses.
Cough out those lies.
Excuses. You should cough out the lies. You're the one who's starting it.
Wow,
So,
you can
hello.
tell we're married.
Yes, hello. Welcome to Higher Consciousness. We are officially married, if you don't know that already.
Higher Consciousness, wake and busy.
Yeah. We're going to get married 2 times, or the 3 times total, but the second time is this Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. So yes, this
Rain, go away.
Wake and bake. Yeah, I know, right? I really hope they're right. I hope we don't have to do a replay of what we had to do for the first one. I'm really hoping not. So we're supposed to get married this Sunday, and the forecast has been great and sunny for this whole entire time until
For
this
like
morning.
3 weeks. For 3 weeks it's been sun.
Yep. And now this morning it's a 40% chance of rain.
It's wonderful.
So we're fingers crossed and hoping that all will go well. Yeah. So anyway, welcome to our Wake and Bake. We have lots of goodies on the table. We got our Mary Jane, as we always do. I still haven't had a chance to fix my bong yet. So I'll do that here. We got this Bob Marley tray from Canna Hit This, which I really enjoy, so I put that there.
Which has rose petals on it.
Well, because...
Let's be confused with other weird things.
It's rose petals. Well, I wanted to try and roll...
What is on that tray?
I wanted to try and roll a mini rose petal joint. That's why I had these rose petals out, is I wanted to see if I could do that. So maybe I'll try doing that during the show. Maybe the next part of the show. We'll see.
You and your nature.
Well, I just wanted to see because it's like a thing, and like I wanted to.
Because it's a thing.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to do it. And I have rose petals, so I've been trying to let them like wait a little bit so they're easier to roll and wrap with. Because rose petals, you can't just do it when it's fresh. You have to wait until a certain point.
You can't just do it when it's fresh, y'all.
Yeah.
You gotta give it some time to rest.
You gotta give it time to marinate.
Like roses, like steak. Doesn't matter.
Roses or steak.
You need to give it time to rest. Who is that?
Oh, what up? It's Eve.
Oh,
hello. What's up?
Hey.
Oh, not much. Just living the crazy life. So
just in time for the blessing.
Just in time for the blessing. Actually, I wanted to bring. So I made this during the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction that we had last December, and I've used quite a bit of it. But since today is the day of Jupiter, Thor's day.
Mighty Thor!
Thor's day. It's Thursday.
I thought, like, you paused there, like you're waiting for me to chime in with something funny.
No.
I had to come up
but
with
it's
fine.
So I'm gonna bless.
No, I don't care.
Bless the weed. Bless my coffee. Bless you guys with the Saturn Jupiter conjunction. It's fine.
Camera.
I did it last night. It's fine.
I did last night. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Bless the rose petals in the tray.
Bless Bob Marley.
Ow. I was like, what are you doing? And bless you more.
Ah, my goodness.
Bless the weed. Bless this. Okay. Everything has been blessed now. No, I'm just kidding.
A kitty walks by.
Bless the kitty.
Come on here. You're gonna get a blessing.
I'm gonna bless you right now. Sit still.
How dare you?
But yeah, this has an aroma of. It's really hard to describe. It has like a lemony,
an aroma
earthy,
of magic.
Yeah, it's just an aroma of magic. Like whatever you think Saturn and Jupiter smell like together, that's what this smells like.
I must say, it kind of has like an Old Spicy kind of scent to it. Man musk. At least that's what I.
Old Spicy man musk to my oil.
I'm sorry.
Gross.
What does that say? I put roses in my dashboard up on the windshield. Oh, they dry super fast. My daughter uses that for magic.
Oh, that's sweet. I love that.
I like when you can use nature for like your solution, right? Like I know this is kind of stupid, but I always, as a cook, I always run into the problem of I have like cold butter, but I want like room temperature butter, but I can't let room temperature butter sit out because we got ants and all kinds of shit.
Stupid ants.
So after
At war with them right now.
Whenever I need
They're
to
not
like
winning.
whenever I need to warm up the butter, I just like I if I'm using like the oven or the toaster or something, I just like kind of perch it next to the heat source to kind of like soften it up. Simple solutions.
Simple solution. This just in. Saturn smells like Mad Musk.
It's true.
Well,
true.
he is the planet. He is one of our planet daddies,
He's
so
my
I
daddy.
would assume that he would.
He my daddy.
Butter dish. Yeah, he is your daddy.
I do need a butter dish.
You basically are Saturn. You basically are ruled by Saturn in your chart. Like you are the epitome of Saturn.
Do I have rings? I do have a ring. But
Yeah, and you're not wearing it. So
bless it. We're like 5 minutes into the show. We need
that's
marijuana.
Fine. Okay. All right. So
cannabises.
Let's go ahead and
the cannabises.
I don't have my spray today, but I have my Aquarius Luna essence that I just made from this last full moon.
Oh, magic.
So I'm going to use that to just boost the energy in this space before we do the blessings.
Boost it!
The mantra for this is I am connected to all. So I am connected to all. Yeah, save the food.
I was going to say, get all over our muffins.
I am connected to all. I am connected to all. You are connected to all. We're all connected to all. You get some. You get some.
Let's go. A Ouija board of muffins.
What does the spirit have to say about the muffin?
Smoke the weed.
I know. We got one more. Kronos, a.k.a. Father Time, a.k.a. Saturn, a.k.a. Dave. Just kidding.
You got it.
All right. Now that we've blessed that space, let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Bless you, Mary Jane, and thank you for being here with us today. May you open the hearts and the minds and the perspectives of those who are listening and watching, whether now or later. May you be good to us. May you allow us to communicate with clear and concise words. May we get the information that we need to get out to the collective. And may we bless you. And may there be healing in this conversation too. We love you. Thank you. So dope it be.
So dope it be.
So dope it be. Me first.
Stealer.
It's like when you used to say prayer at the table and you were so hungry.
First.
And you just like couldn't help but just wait until the priest said or somebody said amen, and you just dart right into it because you're so hungry.
I want them cookies, yo. That was a good muffin.
That's good weed.
This boy.
Isn't this Devin Bud?
Very Devin Bud.
This is Better Brothers.
Better.
Better Brothers.
Better.
Tyler and Devin. Thank you.
That's still part of our wedding gift. I'm not
yes,
entirely
Devin,
sure what strain
Devin,
that
our
is,
bud tender came. I thought it was Cherry Cushman's.
Well, I'm going to rename it to Wedding Mints.
Should tell Devin that.
It has been renamed. You have been renamed. You had like 3 hits, bro.
I had a hit. Like little baby hits. I had
tape.
like two
Go back to the tape.
little hits that make one big Dave hit.
John, I need to see the replay on that. That'd be cool if we had instant replay during live. That'd be like a new update for StreamYard in like a year or two.
That'd be dope.
Well, they just updated it so you can do like pre-recorded video. So it'd be dope if they added like instant replay function. Hit the button, you can go back. Careful, girl.
You careful.
Yeah, wild
Son?
hand movement. Son? Did you just call me son?
You call me girl, so I call you son. What up, though?
Wow. This is an interesting wake and bake today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you totally heard me thinking, well, I probably shouldn't eat and read this.
Football.
Oh, no. E says, yeah, you totally heard me thinking, bless the dot to get their head out of their ass and let weed be free. You can't partake anymore because you're doing the trucking thing. Well,
Ugh.
I'm so sorry that you cannot do this anymore. I had a bite.
My goodness. I don't even know which is which now.
If you smoke enough, you'll be getting instant replay, he says.
Yeah, there you
Probably will.
go. What? So yeah, we got married again this weekend.
The second time at
Should be fun.
yeah.
It's gonna be out in the woods.
Yep.
Hopefully we don't get eaten alive by mosquitoes.
We won't.
And hopefully we don't get rained out.
I really hope not.
And hopefully, people can keep their shit together. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Yeah. I had a dream last night that we had a big wedding. It was like everybody together.
I mean, we talked about doing something like
Yeah.
that for our
I don't know, just
vow
like
renewal on our property
I had
when
a
we
lot of different
get a
dreams last night.
Dude, I had so many dreams
Let's
last
talk
night
about that.
too.
I want to talk
Yeah,
about the
let's
dream.
talk about dreams because I had a shit ton of dreams last night.
I want to talk about the dream where we were driving in the car and it was your birthday and I had hired Nelly.
Oh yeah, tell
perform at your
him.
birthday
Yeah,
party.
that's right. I forgot that you told me about that.
I don't know what the fuck, but like I just remember driving in the car. I was driving the car. She's in the passenger, and she's on the phone. She gets a phone call from Nelly,
The rapper.
the rapper Nelly. And it's funny because, wow, I'm like totally talking while I'm eating here. It's funny because I'm not a huge Nelly fan. I mean, I don't know. Like, hey, I think we're all fans of like his hits, right? But like, just like the whole, I don't know. I was never into rap or anything. But anyway.
Until you met me.
So we're in the car. She gets a phone call from Nelly, and I swear, like the whole time, I can just hear like the muffled voice of Nelly in the phone because Liz isn't talking all that much, but I can just hear Nelly. He's just like screaming on the phone at her. No, just like screaming. Like he's so happy. He's just like so ecstatic that he like gets to like come and play your birthday party. He's just like on the phone. He's like, "Girl, I am so happy. I'm so pumped. It's gonna be so great. Where do you want me to be? I'll be wherever you want me to be." It's like, holy hell! Like this guy is pumped.
I would love that. That would be like my
It was wild.
Nelly. Fuck, I'd be happy with any star playing. Well, let me take that back. Not R. Kelly, but
Not Kid Rock.
Not Kid Rock. Okay,
Sorry,
so
Kid Rock.
there's exceptions to that, but that's really interesting because Nelly's not somebody that I would like think of, but now that I'm thinking about it, I would be like, yeah, exactly. It's like that's actually kind of dope. Like that's a lot of like my growing up. Like a lot of the songs that he had a huge hit with, I grew up with.
There you go.
And so it definitely would be really nostalgic. But what a dream!
It was weird. It was super weird. I had another dream too. I can't really remember it at the moment, but I do remember having like some vivid dreams last night.
Me too. That's part of the reason why I had such a hard time getting up this morning because there's times where I go to bed and I can just like the moment I go to bed, I'm like in the dream state instantly.
Yeah.
But Weird Al, I don't know. I don't know.
Weird Al.
I don't know if I would have Weird Al play at my birthday party.
Dude,
I think I would
I
want
saw Weird Al play
else.
at
No
a
offense, Weird
at
Al.
a freaking redneck festival when I was like in 6th grade and I had a broken arm. I didn't know the arm was broken at the time.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I flipped over the handlebars of my bike right before we were about to go to this Weird Al concert. And I was in so much pain, but I'm like, I'm seeing Weird Al. I don't give a crap. So I sat there clutching my broken arm for the entire time. It's crazy.
That's terrible and good. I mean.
But I remember that show. I remember how he did like a costume change per song. I swear to God. He had
per song? That's a lot.
Every single song he changed his outfit. And they had a huge dance number for every single song. And he danced along with them. It was nuts.
A lot of practice and rehearsal time.
The man was a showman, I must say.
That's awesome. I did not know that about Weird Al.
He's on my list of like ultimate dinner guests.
Really?
Yep, along with Keanu Reeves and who else? Tommy Chong, for sure.
I'm still curating mine. So, but about dreams. So
J.K. Simmons, for sure. Sorry.
It's okay. Imagine tripping a hardcore and going to a Weird Al concert. That sounds like an adventure.
Sounds like my next weekend.
Yeah, you're gonna be tripping next weekend for sure.
So much.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be away.
You're gonna have a women's retreat. I'm gonna have a mushroom retreat.
Yep, I'm going on a women's retreat with Chelsea, who's been on our podcast.
Chelsea.
Weeding.
Weeding.
We we're gonna go on this women's retreat that she has been putting together. It's an exclusive invitation only for the first one, and
sorry, ladies, invitation only.
Well, everyone everyone knows going anyway, but
Anyone who's
I'll be leading the session there, and I'm just so excited because Chelsea has all these like lovely things planned out and laid out for us, and I'm just really in need of some girl time and some like just getting away and being out with nature and reconnecting and making some new friends. So I'm very excited about that. So I want to go back to dreams, because what I was talking about before was this morning I was having a really hard time getting up because there's times where, so I can dream really easily.
While you're talking, I'm going to get my journal.
Okay. You should get my journal too.
Oh, we'll be here for days.
Well, we're not going to show everybody my journal. We're just going to we're not going to go for like word for word. Because then we would be here for days. But there's times where I can go into dreams, and like the moment I fall asleep, I'm instantly in a dream world. And I find for me that occurs and happens at different times. So I noticed that around 7 o'clock.
Oh no!
What happened? Our light.
I unplugged the light.
Let there be light. So now we're talking about dreams. It's now nighttime, people.
Oh,
anyway, so going back into the dream world,
hold on.
I noticed for me
Hold
that when the dreams happen, sometimes the times are happening.
And then the light comes back.
So
I
noticed that the dreams help me understand who I am more, things that are happening in my subconscious, things that maybe I need to address or to heal. And sometimes they're prophetic as well. I also use them as like a guinea pig to like, I've dreamt about winning lotto numbers before. Not all the numbers were winning, but 2 out of the 5 were. I've seen things that happened before. So dreams to me is like, for one, a very natural thing for me to do, but it's natural for all of us to do, honestly. We all have the ability to do it. But I think I have a different connection with it. But this morning I had a really hard time getting out of bed because I just kept going like right back into the dream state. And normally I have a hard time waking up in the morning, and it's because I've been dreaming. At least that's like what it feels like, because I've been dreaming so hard and so much that it just takes time for my spirit to integrate back into my physical body so I could like currently like exist and stuff. Yes, and I did notice that the more that you are stressed, the harder it is to dream. But one thing that I found that's helped with that is to daydream, like consciously, intentfully daydream, and do things to help you prepare your state and prepare to go to bed. And I find along with like eliminating your stress as much as you possibly can, and you'll find that dreaming starts coming a little bit easier. You have this funny image of making new friends out in nature, sticks and mud. Yeah, I make those kinds of friends too all the time. So I just wanted to throw that.
I want to chime in and just read this one note from your journal, which I think is great. I had countless dreams of various things and with people. That's just great.
That's how I like write down that like I had a lot of dreams. I don't know what happened. I just know these things happened, and that's it. So I have a dream. So my dream journal and his dream journal are very different. For me, it's like it's a part of my life. Yeah, like this
Hers
is like
a novel.
Yeah, it's like I think I'm gonna have to buy a new journal here soon because I'm almost done with this. But all of this here is all dreams of like this year, not like the beginning of this year. I think I started this in March. So I had a different dream journal that I had.
I just realized I used the journal that I sketched all of our like Hobbit house like designs in.
Oh no way!
Yeah. Wow.
You should sleep with it underneath your pillow.
Well, I sleep with it next to my pillow.
Well, now you should put it under your pillow.
One thing I wanted to say, I forgot to tell you about this part of my dream too, is that we were at a party, some house party, and Cody from the Madrinsky family was there.
Which Cody?
The big Cody.
Okay.
And he was there, and he was, I don't know, he was like saying stuff that was like pissing me off, and I called him. The next day to tell him off about it because he was like really upsetting me. And he played it off like it was no big deal. And it reminded me of a previous dream that I had had where I was like basically crashing at, I was at somebody's apartment, or we were at some cottage, or we were someplace that I don't recognize. But it was at the top of a very tall wooden staircase. And I remember that there's a skinny moving truck that just smashed into the front door, like the front area of it. This like a moving truck, but like a foot wide. It was crazy. And then there was like all these like moving guys out there, and I like came down to scream and yell at them because they had literally like crashed into the house. And I got in this guy's face, and he just acted as if he like laughed at me. He like acted as if I was making this huge, deal out of nothing. And like all the other guys were laughing at me too. And I remember I walked up the stairs, and at the top of the stairs I thought, no, you need to stand up for yourself. Go back and tell them, what they did. So I walked back down, and I looked at them, and I said, why? I asked them, like, why are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? And they refused to like acknowledge that they were laughing at me. So I don't know. It's weird that those two dreams sort of have similar themes about them.
So I guess
and what about that is like a deal for me that I need to.
So my question would be to you is like, what is the theme of the two dreams? Like, what is the common theme?
It seems like being overlooked or being ridiculed, and not like, and having the person not acknowledge that they were ridiculing me. I don't know.
Well, maybe there's something there.
I
would ask questions. I would ask and dig deeper. He says he's been intentionally meditating at least 20 minutes per day and sitting in a journey space so he can get back into his work, getting there, and the water's calming down. Lots of Six of Swords coming up. Ooh, good. I'm glad that the Six of Swords, might as well be like Six of Swords. You're running, or not running, you're moving your way away from those 6 chords or those 6 of Swords. So that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that things are starting to lighten up for you.
I actually been doing that myself, getting back into like a daily routine of meditation for at least like 20 minutes. I mean, we do, 15, 20-minute meditations together in the morning. Yeah. But then I do another meditation myself at some point in the day, whenever I can find the time. Every day is a little different. But yeah, it's important. It's like I feel it like almost like a tuning fork, like you're connecting to the energy of who you are, like your resonant frequency. Mm-hmm. So like when you get back, when you like take out all the other stress and anxiety and like other thoughts, you take all that stuff out and you just get back to your core energy. You're actually like vibrating your whole body, your whole being outside of your body as well, in that energy. And it's like a tuning fork, so that you're tuned into who you are. You're tuning into the ground, the earth itself, the universe itself. And you're in that way, going with the flow of the river rather than bashing your fucking head against the side of the fucking, So, what was that little comment there?
He says that he feels like you're being unheard. That's what he's hearing.
I feel that a lot. So, I think with both of our businesses, we're both feeling like we're not as supported as we want to be. Because we, don't feel like we have the financial abundance that, we're manifesting here. My goodness, why must you do that to yourself?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I am very abundant. I just don't think I've noticed the abundance that I've created. But I can say my business is in a state where I think it's transitioning and it's getting ready to change a little bit. And I have also felt like I am changing at the same time. So both of them are kind of going through a transformation. And I think it's also kind of going through, it's interesting because like things are growing, but things are also clearing at the same time. But this is like a pretty deep clean, I would say, in terms of like certain aspects and things. And so, yes, it has slowed down certain financial things for certain things. But one thing I have also felt too is that I feel like the universe is really trying to force me to be present for these moments of us being married, and also trying to find ways to work smarter, not harder. so I can be able to be present for all these other life things.
Well, yeah. I think we're in a paradoxical state of being right now. I feel like where we have found the things that have fulfilled our lives with passion
So
and
much.
and love for who we are and the things that we love versus working a job where you're doing something that you're not passionate about for someone whom in which you may not love. Right? So it's like we have found the opposite. We found the thing that I think a lot of us are searching for in different ways, right? Because everybody's personal, right? I mean, I'm an artist. That's really all I want to do. You're an artist too, but you have a different medium that you work in, and everybody is different. There are other, like, I'm sure, like your uncle, if given the opportunity, I'm sure all he would do is just take care of the land and like build things, and you know what I mean? Like everybody has a personal journey and personal like passion, right? And I think we found that part. It's the other part, the paradoxical side of that, where we need to utilize, what we have in order to be able to galvanize financial support and abundance in order to keep doing it, because it's a cycle. And a lot of times I think when you're chasing a dream like this, you have to go through this paradoxical, state of financial, anxiety, I think, in ways, because it's like a balance.
I don't think it's
until you emerge, right? Until you find that, perfect kind of union between the two. Yeah. Because there's a dissonance, right? It's like the current within the water, the river. The current is a lot more tumultuous when it's close to the edge versus the center. So like when people are fighting back on the center of what they know, then you're going to run into all kinds of shit. But you have to kind of get through that dissonance in order to find that, center. Anyway, what did you have to add?
I lost my
I'm sorry.
Thought. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to push through on that thought because I was...
No, I know, because you had it. And that's okay. I guess my thought wasn't meant to be shared if I can't think of what it was.
River.
Oh, I know what we were talking about. What I want to say.
The rock, pretty great. Wow, yeah. Just floating down that river. Yeah, I mean, that can be just a very grounding and self-affirming and connecting experience.
Yeah.
We were just talking about kayaking and stuff.
I love kayaking. It's fun. I had a great time. I took him for his first time.
What happened to your muffin?
I'm eating it.
It looks like a bird is eating this.
Okay, well maybe I don't want to eat big bites. I just want to eat little bites.
I want to eat little bites.
Oh.
Like a little bird.
That's what I feel like.
It's kind of an interesting thing.
I know. I'm a very interesting person. But
That is not a lie.
No, it is not.
That is
I am
untrue.
so interesting and fun to be around, aren't I, Dave?
Untrue.
That's why you married me.
Yeah.
Not only once, but 3 times.
Wow. That is going to be a thing until the end. I swear.
Yeah,
like, we'll be 70 years old and be like, that's why you married me 3 times.
Yeah, and by that point, we'll probably have done
Grandma.
it more than 3 times.
Oh, Grandma. Would you stop talking about how you guys got married 3 times?
No.
I'll never stop talking about it here.
Exactly.
Because I love your mic.
Is that what it sounds like? I'm just going to malfunction.
Her brain is just like, she'd be part cyborg at that point. So she kind of like malfunctioned there for a second. That was great. That was a great little like clean up there.
Oh my God. I was doing that to Dave when he was in the shower the other day. I was like standing outside. I was like, girlfriend, wife, malfunction, activate again.
That was great. Came out of nowhere.
And it was like too good. But what I was going to say about
too hard there.
Following your dreams and financial things, I don't think it has to be. We live in a world where it's infinite possibility, so I don't think you absolutely have to go through a financial struggle. But I think you have to go.
No.
I think you can be blessed and you'll have the opportunity. And I think a lot of it, remember, our perception is our reality. And I know for me, I have a lot of financial, financial conditioning that I have learned over the years that I am unconditioning. And sometimes it just takes time. Sometimes it takes like a hot minute. And it does like require, like you said, like it does mean like you have to go through this thing in order to kind of find this balance, because it is a balance. Like your passions and your heart need to still have a balance with everything else that is in this world. We still need to have a balance with like the reality that we live in and the reality that we're trying to, manifest. We have to be present.
Yeah.
So it can take time and it can come with a lot of struggle. And a lot of people who have made it really big, there's a lot of famous people that I know we can think of. And the person I think of the most is, I can't remember his actual name, but he played in the Game of Thrones, was it Tyrion? Where he was helping Khaleesi.
Sure.
And he was the shorter.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Yeah, it was Tyrion, I thought.
Was it Tyrion?
Yeah.
So he was somebody who, like, you should really listen to his story, because he was somebody who followed his dreams and he had, like, nothing. He, like, had, like, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And he finally got a role, and then like, that was it. And so it was for him, it was like this test of faith. He's actually a really cool dude.
He would be another one of my dinner guests.
Yeah, he would be an interesting dinner guest, that's for sure. So all I'm just saying is that, sometimes, everybody's path is different. And yeah, like right now, financially, we're not in the space that we want to be. I'm not like entirely like comfortable
Wouldn't
about
it be crazy if
so that just makes me know that there's more that needs to be done. Or I think a lot of these shifts that I'm getting ready to have, I think will help me feel a little more better.
a little more better
about what I am doing.
That's
because I feel like I have it, but I don't feel like I quite have it yet to where I'm happy about it. And there's been a lot of like.
Are you talking about your manifestation ability?
No, I'm talking about just like
your business? My
business and being in a financial place. Like there's been a lot of mistakes. There's been a lot of failures. There's been a lot of things that I've had to throw away because I let sit or like overthinking. I was just trying to do too much.
I was going to say, you try to do everything.
I know. But it's like, honestly, I like learned yesterday, like how deep and where I finally like learned where that drive to try and do everything comes from. Now, part of it is just naturally who I am. I've always been somebody who wants to do a little of everything. But I'm learning that I'm in a different body. Like my body can't handle that as much anymore. And I think that's like the death that I've been like avoiding, is like accepting that I'm not, as young and like as energetic as I used to be.
You're not even 30 yet, girl.
I know.
Calm down.
But
I'm halfway through my 30s.
My body,
40 right
I think
now.
my mind is still trying to operate from like a 17-year-old Liz.
No, I feel you.
And that doesn't. I'm a 28-year-old Liz. It's a very different Liz.
Rein yourself in. I mean, I look at. I'm trying to.
We gotta go over to Insta.
Oh shit! What time is it? 30 minutes over. Oh my god!
Oh
we gotta
no!
Jump over.
Yeah, so we gotta jump over. So we're gonna go continue this conversation. Peter Drinkwood, what did you say? I want to see. I see it like we are here and choose to be a part of the game. May as well play it, but holding the knowledge that you're not fully submerged in the mess. Yes. He said that was a perfect impression of me.
Oh, I caught that.
I had a really cool journey on one time. Yeah. Just want to make sure. Okay, the old meat robot. So thank you so much for listening, E, and for anyone else who's listening or watching later or at the moment we cannot see. We love you. I know we get into our conversations. So if you aren't following us on Instagram, go follow us on Instagram at higher_consciousness_talk, because we're going to be on there for the next 30 minutes. Visit our website, higher-conscious-talk.com, to get all the links to everything else. Listen to our podcast, any streaming service. Subscribe here. We love you. See you next time. Bye.
Go. Hit it.